Hello, my name is Lorene. I am a new producer learning to use Cakewalk, so I today want to talk to you about buses and why you want to get on the bus. Buses are groupings of tracks, and they're really nice because you can EQ them all as one thing, and you can add effects all as one thing rather than going in each and individual track and adding the same effect. Like I need the same reverb on all of these vocal tracks, or I need this certain kind of delay on all of my guitar tracks. You don't have to do that. Just put all those tracks on a bus. Get them on a bus and put that special something something on that bus, and then it saves your computer processing power, it saves you time, and it's just much easier to manage. So I'll show you that. I named this little project that we started last week Cakestumble. This here to the right is the buses that I've set up. So you can see there's the master bus. Everybody's on that master bus. Everybody, if they're getting out of the computer and into the world, they're all on the master bus. You are using buses even if you don't even realize it, because if you have a master, that's a bus. Okay, the metronome, I don't really need that. So I'm going to right click and delete that bus. I don't need it, it's taking up space. The preview I like, that's these guys over here that allows me to test those out, and so I can adjust the level of that. I'm going to keep that. Oh, nifty thing, to move these buses around, hit Alt and grab them, and then you can move them wherever you want. So I'm going to just tuck that preview at the end there because I don't want to deal with that right now. I set up a drum bus, I set up a synth bus, a bass bus, a guitar bus, an ear candy bus, just a candy bus, and then the vocal bus, the Vox bus. I haven't done any EQing or anything. That's just how I like to set it up ahead of time. In order to set up a bus, it's really simple. Again, you just right click and insert stereo bus above the name of the track. You have an option to send it in different places. So I have this going to the synth bus. I could have it going to the master. That's the default. And isn't it nifty? Because I set those buses up ahead of time, it changes color based on what bus it's getting on. So that's nice. Color coding is not just for kindergarten. There's different ways you can do buses. Like I have them in groups of instrumentation types, but you can also go by effects types. So say I had a drum and a synth, but I want the same kind of reverb on them. You can use busing for that too. First of all, let's see what mess I have up here. Let's play. Okay, let's sort this out. Okay, what are you? Okay, I don't think that is with the metronome. Let me turn on the metronome while it's playing. Do you like my headphones? I made these because I couldn't wear earrings wearing headphones all the time, so I had to be fancy. I can hear the metronome in here, and I think you can hear it direct through how I'm recording. So let me check to see if this synth is in time. It is. Okay, it's weird, but it is. So I'm gonna take these off. Let's see if these sound good together. Those sound awful. Okay. Is it because this isn't in time? Oh yeah, no. That's definitely not 80. Let's first deal with this. Groove clip looping. groove clip looping. And I think that should make us be in time. Yes, yes, yes. It's a long loop, but look, you see it continues. That's very nice. It's interesting that these didn't show up as loops, but that's all right. Cakewalk, it's really easy to make it into a loop. Oh, I see. It has the BPM. It's a 104 beats per minute. Oh, is that the whole loop? That is the whole loop. You see that? I pulled it out and there's nothing. That means it's like that's the loop. This is a good candidate for groove clip looping. So let's see if it does it now. That sounds a mess. And this one's already a groove clip, right? You can check if it's gonna go ahead and loop itself rather than going off into nothing. So these are 104 beats per minute once again. So groove clip looping. See how it does. Yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, great. Do it with this one too. Okay, what about you? Oh no, you're the wrong key. That first note's good though. That one is bad. I think if I can cut this, it can make it fit the key signature. Alt and scroll wheel lets you easily zoom in. Love the Alt button. For some reason, Cakewalk really flexes the Alt key. Let's see if that's in key. Oh God. Here's what I'm doing. Select this track, hit S for split, get rid of this. Where does it start to repeat? Right there. Okay, hit S for split. Okay, so now I've got let me check to make sure that this will loop fine. So I'm gonna control copy and control V for paste. Let's see if it sounds nice. Yep, that'll work great. So I'm making a new loop with this. Going to bounce to clip. Bounce to clip. It makes it its own autonomous thing, but it's no longer a groove clip. You see, I pull it out, there's nothing. I have to groove clip loop it again. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like the look of that. It's kind of cool. But it's not what I wanted. Is it because it was in the middle of a thing? Oh, okay. Back it up. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z is your friend. Control Z is your friend. How long was this original? Oh. Okay. Is this or is this not a groove loop already? It is. Split. Goodbye. Alt zoom out. All right, let's just Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, and click and shift to catch all of those. Now bounce to clip. Now groove clip a bit. No! This isn't even what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about buses today. All right. Well, I have it as a big fat clip, one-off clip, not a loop. That's all right. It's driving me crazy, but we'll figure it out later. That's nice. That's nice melody. Okay. I think this guy was out of key. He's so cheerful. But no, goodbye. And those are all 104, so let's just go ahead and groove clip loop them. Groove clip loop. Pop formula has something different happening every 4 bars. I like it. Oh, I didn't even try these out. Pretty. I want the bass and how did I grab these again? Oh my god, there's a squiggle that I'm not grabbing right. Is it that squiggle? Yes, it's that squiggle today, folks. This squiggle. I like the drum and the bass to hang out together. It's nice, you can pull those out while it's playing. That's right. No! Oh, you see what happened there? When you control copy and hit paste, sometimes it'll pop it down to wherever you have, no, every time it'll pop it down to where you have it selected. I want to go. Those are my buses. Hello. These are buses. You can use these for things like automation. So if you're creating an envelope where you have all of your drums as a group, you want to like pan them left and right. You can do that with the bus. See, there I did it again. Where this was selected, even though I wanted to. It's just easy to do. I don't know. I want it to be so that wherever I click is where it'll go, but that isn't how it happens. In fact, let's do a little bit of vocals so I can put together a vocal bus, shall we? I've set up my microphone here. It's a new microphone. It is an MXL 990, as recommended in Sylvia Massey's book. Sylvia Massey's book, Recording Unhinged. Let us set up an audio track. For this one that I set up here, you'd want it to go to in one. I know these are vocal tracks, so I am going to send them to the Vox bus. Okay, and they turn blue. Isn't that nice? Okay, and then I'm gonna arm it and we'll get levels. Hello, hello. I don't know, I'm just gonna riff something. Get that armed. That's what this red button is. And I'm gonna turn off the metronome. And it's set to comping, which means that I can take multiple tracks of the same, multiple takes of the same thing and compile it together into the perfect ultimate take. That's a video for another time. I'm not very good at it yet, so all the more reason to make a video. Let's get some levels right now. Never looks okay to me. Let me listen back to that. Lagging, sometimes with an interface, I learned the importance of having a short cord on your interface. Like the actual USB cord itself. that can make a difference. The longer the chord is, the farther that the impulses have to travel. And I know it's at crazy, unfathomable speeds, but it all makes a difference. I think I'm going to pause and consult the internet. Oh, there's my cat. This is Gary, everyone. Gary! Just adjust these down a little. Oh, that's something I didn't do is my -30. So the stripes are loud. That's okay. Everything was a little too soft last time. They're all sitting in this bus now, which is very nice. And we are gonna put the FX on the bus. My go-to reverb. That's what comes with Cakewalk. Warms it up, kind of glues it all together too, makes them stand out on their own list. If you wanted to, you could also have a bus that's like the reverb bus. I sometimes do this, where I have multiple things that I want reverb, but I don't want to like bog down my computer with having it process each individual track. I want to just send them all to the reverb bus. So let's make that now. Now I can send things to that bus, including other buses. Like I can send buses, entire buses, to other buses. You can do a lot of creative stuff with routing. So say I wanted a little bit more reverb on just one of these voices, okay? It's called a send. So I'm gonna take this middle one and see this send here. I'm gonna send it to the reverb bus, and it gives me a level here so I can put exactly however much of that wacky big reverb I want on it. Certain effects will act differently post fader and pre fader. If I have the effect on before the volume fader, the effect is just not dependent on the volume of the fader. They are still all going. Oops. The problem with scroll wheels is that they also control this annoyingly when I'm in that area. It's still all going to the Vox bus, but I'm just sending it also to the reverb bus. So let's see. I'm going to turn that off, and let's put the whoop, because it's a little different. Let me send it to that big reverb bus. Oh, and you know what? Let's just put another effect on there so you can really, really hear it. Let's put the delay on it. With the delay, you can sync it, and I recommend syncing it to the tempo so that it delays in time. It's beautiful that way. Hear that? Turn off. box bus, but then I'm able to put it also this cool delay on it by sending it. That's a send. You can do lots more with buses, but that's what we're gonna do for now, and we'll talk about it more. But I hope that this was helpful, and I learned a lot. I hope you did too, and I will see you next time.